Check, check. Mic check. Is this thing on? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Whenever you watch this video, it's JH. Check me out. Like my hat. This video is about what to expect on your first few days of employment with the United States Postal Service. What to expect on your first few days. I repeat myself because some people don't listen. I'm going to try to make this fast because people don't have attention spans longer than 5 minutes, according to the analytics. When I check out my... Anyway, listen. The first few days of being employed at the United States Postal Service will entail your orientation. That is your first day that you will be getting paid by the post office. How do you dress? Casual. Casual means you have to have closed-toed shoes on. Nothing that's mesh material. So if you have Nike sneakers, just make sure that they're closed, like leather or whatever. Preferably slacks for ladies, just casual. You can wear jeans and you can wear, a polo shirt or whatever. The first thing they look at is your shoes. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. That's what they do. Just telling you what they do. I don't know the reason that these people do these things. My job is to give you the information, not to tell you why they do what they do. Who knows? Who knows? So you go in there, and that's your first day. I think it's 2.5, 3 days. Somebody in the comment section is probably going to correct me. But during your first day, they're going to show you a bunch of videos, going to bore the hell out of you. Second day is going to be a welcome, and I think you have to swear, get sworn in as a public servant or something or another. They teach you how to fill out the 1260 time card. Very important to take pictures of your time card, because for some reason the department that does the orientation never gets to the department that actually has to pay you. So you got all these people that are in there, they're not in the same building. You see other people in the orientation, they're from different stations. One department has to send out your time card to all these different stations. For some reason, they never get it right. Never get it on your first check. Sometimes they do, but usually they mess up. So make sure you take pictures of your time card. Take pictures of your time card. That way you have your own proof. Send it in. Get your badge, take your pictures, and just listen to a bunch of garbage. Those are the first 2.5 days of your orientation. Now, depending on your craft, you may need to go to the CCA Academy, which is, your driving academy. They make you do a shadow day sometimes. It varies. But during your first few days, working at the post office in general is going to be very uncomfortable because you're unsure. Everybody's unsure in their first few days of a new job. It is of dire importance not to be psyched out before you get into the post office. Don't let all these people tell you how hard the job is and how much stress you're going to be under, because only you know what you can handle. Try it before you deny it. Alright? Because what's hard for one person may not be hard for the next person. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Remember my video when I was sitting on the couch and I was telling everybody it gets easier with time. For you, the work doesn't get easier, but it gets easier for you with time. Repetition. So don't get yourself psyched out before you even start. They have to, by law, tell you you're not guaranteed X amount of hours. They have to. Not by law, but by their standards. Again, when you ask me these questions in the comments, I don't know why that's what they do. That's just what they do. You may get a representative from your place. Oh, we can only guarantee 2 hours. You start freaking out. Damn, I've been applying for 4 months, not for 2 hours a day. Are you kidding me? It's never really like that. They just tell everybody that until you get in. It's part of the contract that the union has, the union agreement with them, and they have to relay that message. Don't take that as law. Don't take it as law. So now you get in your job and you're there the first day and they just throw you in the mix. Training sucks. There is no real training when it comes down to a mail handler or a mail processor. That's why we try to get you this information from the first-hand view. You can see people. Everybody's gone through it. There are hundreds of thousands of people that have been through it and they're still there working. It can be done. Don't tell yourself that it cannot be done. What I'd like to see is a lot more younger people stepping up to the plate. You guys are supposed to be our future. That's what you're supposed to be. Y'all are next generation. You're supposed to carry this torch. Hard work don't kill nobody. It puts bank in your pocket. It helps you be able to turn around and help mom and dad. Get them something nice for Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas. Get them something nice for their birthday, if you celebrate that. Take care of something else that you were not able to that you weren't able to take care of before. So the first few days are going to be difficult, but it gets easier as the time goes on. And I'm speaking to a couple of people that I talk to on a regular basis that have started, and you know, they get a little beat up. You know, longer days than normal. Start beating themselves up because they're perfectionists, and they're like, man, I don't know if I'm doing it right. Now I want you to go back to the videos where I'm talking to my daughter and my son, and they went through the same thing. You're not in the boat alone. Everybody in the country is going through the same thing when it comes down to working here. It is not the most organized place. Don't expect super organization. Don't allow that to discourage you. What should motivate you is the money and the possibility that you're able to have a decent future. The possibility that the day you start, you're signing up for health insurance. Don't mean a lot to the younger people, but it will later on. The possibility that in 5 years you're able to go and take care and buy a home or a car or whatever other garbage you want. Those first few days at the post office will be uncomfortable. Your body will not like it. Your feet will hurt. Your back will hurt. Your arms will hurt. Can you do it? Deaf people do it. Old people do it. Young people do it. Shapes and sizes. I tell you this all over, all the time. Do not allow somebody else to tell you that it can't be done. I'm telling you that it can be done. I see hundreds of people every day at different post offices. I see them and I watch them do it. I watch new people come and complete it. This job ain't for everybody though. This ain't for everybody. Because if you don't like people talking to you certain types of ways and get that under your feeling and you feel like you'll break, it may not be for you. But it only gets easier. It only gets easier. I'm not saying it happens at every station. Every place is different. That weather is different everywhere in the country. The trainers are different everywhere in the country, or lack thereof. Training is everywhere in the country is different. So just be prepared for your first few days of being extremely uncomfortable. But my word to you is that it will get easier with time. Those that are employed at the post office now will tell you it does get easier with time. Those that just started last month or 2 months is hard, but they tell you it does get easier. The ones that have been there 6-7 months, they're like, all right, yeah, I could do this. The ones that are there a couple of years, they're like, man, I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready for that retirement savings to kick in. So the basis of my video was to basically tell you your first few days of employment, whatever your craft is gonna be uncomfortable. I want you guys to know that it will not be like that forever. Do not allow them to psych you out. It's all a psychological thing. And if your body can handle a little bit of strain and a little bit of pain for a little while, take some aspirin. You'll be okay. It only gets easier. Alright? I don't sell you this because I make a dime off of this. I'm telling you this because there's millions of people without employment right now. So if you get in there and you feel like you're ready to quit, just remember there's millions of people that wish they could start out making $17, $18 an hour that are going to lose their homes within the next couple of months. Please, give it a shot. Try it out. Push yourself to that limit. Zimmer, JH, Ducci.